Data to the people, MyData Cooperatives. I'll try to be short. Again, this is how the situation is currently. We have, in principle, data fragmentation under corporate control. So, in principle, personal data from all of us flies via tools that are typically for free, proprietary from big companies, smartphones, smartphone apps, platforms, operating systems, scams, and so on, to typically large corporations. And these large corporations store the data and make best use of the data. However, it's in their own interest that they make use of this data. They compete with each other. They are not transparent about what they do with the data. They are empowered. They have the economical benefit, and the data, as I said, are secluded typically and fragmented. And the data subjects, you and me, we have almost no economical benefit. We are typically locked into systems, and we are simply passive. The future, however, should be that data is aggregated under user control and to benefit the users and to benefit society. There should be ways to aggregate all data of people, of persons, in one place, and it's actually only the data subjects that can comprehensively aggregate all their data. Google, Facebook, they are very inefficient in doing that, but the individual can do it. And of course, then one should have not just one individual data set of one individual, but multiples. So aggregation of data from millions of people, data should be portable. Every person should have a right to get a copy of his own data, and there should be active participation of citizens to make best use of their own personal data. And with this vision in mind, in 2014, MIDATA was founded. MIDATA is a cooperative, and it provides a way for citizens to store and share their data. So in principle, the MIDATA database can get data from various sources, from apps, from wearables, and so on. And users have personal accounts on MIDATA, and they are the only ones who have keys to their data. Nobody else can access the data. They can decide who to grant access to their data and for what purpose. And then, of course, MIDATA is currently focused on health and research. So most use cases at the moment are in research to develop new treatments. MIDATA is a new trust-promoting framework. It's citizen-owned. Legal form is cooperatives, and there are a number of cooperatives already founded in different countries, in Germany, Belgium, Tanzania, and of course in Switzerland. It's not for profit, so all the money that is generated by the use of data goes back to society or is to benefit the members. Cooperative. It's regional, as I said. There should be a number of cooperatives set up in different locations, so the regional character is important. Data storage and management is secure, and it's transparent. And in principle, MIDATA implements the MyData principles, which can be found in the declaration on the internet. So human-centric control of personal data, individuals as the point of integration, and not large corporations. Individual empowerment, portability, so data should be accessible and should be reusable. transparency and accountability, and interoperability. And the MIDATA ecosystem for innovation is composed, of course, of the platform, which provides data storage and management, access management, visualization, and so on. And this is developed by the ETH in Zurich, mainly, and by the University of Applied Science in Bern. And then the platform is embedded in the government structure, which means there is a general assembly that takes the decisions, how the platform should be developed, what to do. Then there is a MIDATA ethics committee, which makes sure that user rights are in the center and not the rights of corporations. And there are strict governance rules set up. And the third-party apps are typically developed by partners of MIDATA in collaboration with MIDATA, and these at the moment serve to bring the data from the users into the platform. Just briefly, the platform architecture. So there is a data portal where users can directly enter the data into the database. And there are third-party apps where data can be imported into the database, or MIDATA will be connected to hospital information systems, so patient data can be pulled from the hospitals into the database, into the accounts of the patients. And of course, there is a research portal where all the analysis can be done. So far, there are 5 use cases which are in collaboration with mainly hospitals in Switzerland, and sometimes with hospitals or universities in Europe, in Berlin, in Leiden, and so on. And in the last part of my talk, I will just briefly summarize one specific use case, which is called AliScience. And AliScience is a citizen science project to map pollen allergies in Switzerland. So people can download a dedicated app from Google Play or from the Apple Store, and then they can monitor their allergy symptoms in this app. And the data are directly imported into the MIDATA platform database, and then there is a group at the University Hospital in Zurich who runs a project to analyze the data. And these are the partners, I'll skip them. And just some facts and figures about AliScience. Kickoff was 15th of November 2017, and then the project went live, or the app was in the App Store 24th of April 2018. Visibility and users, April 24th to May 2nd, 18. So within 10 days, there were 49,000 visits from Switzerland on the website. I forgot to translate the slide, sorry. And even 3,500 visits from other countries, EU and US. The app was downloaded more than 10,000 times. But of course, not everybody who downloads the app then actually enters the project. There were 6,387 participants, and they have generated 184,000 records in the database. And per July 2018, there were 8,100 participants, and since then it's more or less stagnant. It was quite an effort or a lot of effort was put into the project to make it public, to get the users to download the app. And there was a media campaign targeted to public contacts and specialized media, interest associations, and so on, all over Switzerland. And all these efforts in the end generated about 8,100 participants. So one has to put really lot of time and effort into getting the people into the project. Yeah, I'll stop here and just tell you a little bit about the people. There is, of course, Ernst Hafen. He's the president of MIDATA, and he is kind of the visioneer. He has all the ideas, and he kind of his baby. And there is Serge Bignens, who is mostly responsible to develop the platform. Thanks.